Hello everyone and welcome back to Fractal 101. My name is Alex. Thank you so much for joining me. Just as we set up a wah pedal within our Fractal system, we too can set up a whammy pedal. Let's check that out. So if we head to our quick build function, we see that there is no whammy pedal block. It doesn't exist within the Fractal system, but there is a pitch block. And that's where we find our whammy. So we're going to replace our wah block with our pitch block, as the whammy pedal is typically found in front of the amp. This defaults to the dual detune type. We're going to go to type menu. We're going to find either classic or advanced whammy. We'll start with classic. And it defaults to octave up mode with 100% input gain and mix and unity level. Just as we did with our wah pedal, we're going to need to control this with our expression pedal. So right click the control knob, go to source 1, and select the pedal that you are using with your device. So for me it's pedal 1 on the back of my FM3. We see that is active. And out of the gate, we get our whammy in octave up mode. Wonderful. Now, as you could hear, there are some artifacts sounding more like the classic original whammy. There are a few things you can do to help the tracking on your particular part within any preset. You can set your detector source from block in to input 1, so no matter where this pitch block is in your signal chain, you're going to be reading the input of your guitar. This is a rather important feature for other pitch block items and types, but I always like to set this default. And then we also have different pitch tracking modes. So we were set to fast, but we also have smooth, and that sounds like this. You can see that the smooth pitch tracking mode can deal with multiple pitches much easier than fast. It is designed for chords. So if you're playing more chordal stuff or multi-note things, the smooth pitch tracking might be for you. You could also turn it off. Gets a little gnarly, but maybe you want that. You also have this tracking knob, which is great if you need this to keep up with you. It does introduce some latency into your signal. So be warned if you are to do that. What can be cool, if you want to take this mix out of 100% mode, you would still have your dry signal and your whammy signal. A fun little effect, a nice little aside. But we will keep this at 100 for now. We also have multiple modes that you can go through. We can go 1 or 2 octaves down, like a dive bomb. We can go 1 or 2 octaves up. And then we have these special modes down here, which we will get to. So 1 octave down sounds like this. From heel to toe. And we have 2 octaves down. Really great for those low dive bombs, you know? Kind of like a studio warp effect. Our classic up an octave. And up 2 octaves. Crazy. Really cool to have. Now we also have this up, down, 1 octave mode. These are a little bit more advanced. You start down and end up an octave above. So when you're at 50% or thereabouts, you will only hear the unity pitch, the unison of the note you're playing on your guitar. And of course, you can do that with up, down 2 octaves as well. This is great when you don't have an expression pedal and maybe you want both effects on one switch. A topic for another time. We also have our advanced whammy setting where you can start and stop at any pitch interval. So you could start an octave down and go, say, an octave up. It would sound like this. But you could also change that to being a fifth below to an octave above. This is great for particular passages. Perhaps you just want to do something like a pedal steel and just go up a whole step. For faux bends, the whammy pedal does not have to be Tom Morello or Joe Satriani, but that's also pretty cool. Well, that about covers it for our whammy pedal introduction. If you liked this video, there are more Fractal 101 videos and also tutorials of tone on the channel, gear reviews, lessons, playthroughs, etc. Thank you for watching. We'll see you all in the next video.